How'd you assess today, Brad?
Well, it's very disappointing, obviously. There's no other way to assess it. But you concede a 7-goal start, you're chasing your tail, trying to come back. But, I mean, so it was very disappointing for us, but credit where credit's due. I thought the Gold Coast were fantastic. I thought they outworked us through the midfield. I thought they looked quick. I thought their execution by hand and foot was really clean and crisp. They've got dangerous forwards, and they all looked dangerous at different stages, and they all contributed. So I thought they were terrific, and taking nothing away from them, we were off. So, as I said, when you concede 7 goals like that, you're going to be chasing your tail for the rest of the day.
Yeah, sorry, mate. How do you start like that when you've got to buy next week? Everyone can have a rest.
Oh, so we've got extra energy, have we? Because we've got to buy next week. That's
a first quarter start like that. Had sort of something out of the blue.
Well, let's take the buy out of the equation. It's irrelevant. It hasn't happened yet, so that's got nothing to do with anything. I think sometimes you can search for. You look at their goals in the first quarter. Don't take any credit away from them. Like it's sometimes you just, in this industry we look to criticise and critique others. They won the ball in a contest a couple of times. They moved it with great speed and they marked it forward. We were chasing our tails. So when we went into quarter time, we were 12 down in contested possession, just getting beaten in the contest, and they were effective going forward. So we couldn't get the game on our terms. To the players' credit, they turned that round in the next half an hour, and we started to look reasonable. But all in all, our ball movement was terrible. Our effort in the contest wasn't up to standard, and we suffered a really disappointing loss against a side that was better than us on the day.
You talked a lot about consistency this year, Brad. Are you able to put a finger over the first 2 months of the season now? Why are you so up and down in between one week to the next?
Yeah, I wish I could tell you, Jay, what the answer to that is. Clearly I don't have the answer, because we've addressed it. Ever since we landed back in Melbourne after the Fremantle game in Perth, we worked really hard on the areas of our game that we needed to continue to work on, but we conceded the first 4 goals in that game too. So it's just our starts are killing us, and you look back and you think, well, last year we were the best first quarter team in the competition. So we've got to get to the bottom of it and work out why. Because I mean it's a pretty even game after that, and we probably got within 5 points and conceded 2 really soft goals in the last, very late in the third quarter. If it's a 5-point game at 3/4 time, it's probably a different sort of a game. They don't play 7 defenders in the last quarter because they're trying to protect a lead. So we certainly went in the last quarter trying to attack and trying to win the game, and we opened up our defence by doing that. But we're there to try and win the game, not try and lose it by a small margin.
When you speak of your ball movement, did that make it a bit tough for your forwards today? You had 9 fewer than them on inside 50, so you had it down there a bit.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Ball movement's not. Well, it has been a strength in the past, but we were really, to the Gold Coast credit, they pressured pretty well. But we thought when we went forward, in the second quarter, I think the first 4 times we went forward, we scored every time. And that was the message, but we still mucked around with the ball and were really slow and stagnant and allowed the Gold Coast to set up defensively, and we got scored on the counter-attack. So I think of their 18 goals, 13 of them came from our mistakes.
Did you want to play as slow as you did today?
No.
I mean, clearly you're trying to control the tempo, but...
No, we weren't trying to do that. No. Well, that's the disappointing thing. We weren't trying to do that at all. It may have looked like that from the outside, but it was clearly very frustrating from the coach's box.
And how's the 12 forward setup going, you think, with Drew and Majak and Aaron today? What was your assessment of that?
Well, their tall forwards were better than ours. So, I mean, Lynch was very good and Dixon kicked his goals and Day did his bit. And our guys, I think, suffered as much from delivery as anything. Drew looked dangerous at times, but Madge is clearly a work in progress, but I think he's showing enough signs that we'll persist with him.
Trying to get Andrew back after the bye.
Hopefully, yeah. Wells and Swallow will most likely come back in, but Andrew's playing at the moment in the VFL, so we'll see how he goes and then pick the team on form.
Just at the second quarter, Brad, Cunnington sort of showed the way, did he, or was that how you saw it? You know, the fight back?
Yeah, Cunnington, Del Santo, I thought, Zeeble, they were pretty good. But again, I mean, I thought they're building some sort of midfield because O'Meara and Swallow and I thought Greenwood did a terrific job on Ablett. I mean, Ablett got what he got in the last few minutes. Free kick for something, which needs explanation. But other than that, Greenwood did a really good job. But that's a measure of Ablett, isn't it? I said last week I thought Tom Scully did a good job on Ablett. Ablett had 31 times and kicked 2. That's a good job these days.
Sorry, slightly different topic though, Brad. What do you think of Gillon McLaughlin saying that he's keen to have a chat to the coaches about their input into the style of game being played and responsibility there almost?
No, I think it's a good opportunity for coaches to put their view forward to the AFL and to the new CEO of the AFL, the way they see the game and the way they try and coach the game. So it's probably a good opportunity, one the coaches I don't think have had before. So I'd welcome any engagement between the AFL and coaches, and he might just find out that coaches actually do love the game as much or more than most.
Thanks.